Thank you so much for staying tuned. Well, on this discussion segment, it's all about the build-up to EDO 2020. We're taking a look at the tactics and strategies of political parties. If you take a look at the composition of each committee set up by these two great parties to come to Edo State to really look for ways to secure the vote of Edo citizens to make it up there to the Dennis Osadebe Avenue. You're going to hear about name, you're going to see figures, some of them quite intimidating, some governors, some chairmen of repute. Yes, if you take a look at that of the PDP, you get to see Yinsom Wike, the man that was able to stand his ground, was able to retain his states against all odds when you talk about the PDP. You talk about Fintiri also, according to reports, the governor has done so well, talking about Fintiri for his own states. Yes, that is for the PDP. Now, when you come to the APC, I just mentioned two, there are more than two. When you come to the APC, you get to see the former chairman, Comrade Adams Aliyu Shomole on one hand. You get to see also Odigi Oyegu, yeah, and don't forget Gando Jade, a governor from the north. These are just some of the men that are in both committees, both for the APC and of course for the PDP, and they are coming for Edo State gubernatorial elections. And Edo citizens are asking, is this a do or die affair? What is really happening this more Edo State hosting these big names, all because of the Dennis Osadebe Avenue come September? Well, it's part of the tactics. With me here in the studio to talk about this, I have a legal practitioner, a political analyst. Join me to welcome Barrister Cosmos Irabo. Barrister, welcome to TMI.
Good morning. Good morning, viewers.
And sitting very close to him is a political analyst, a politician, and entrepreneur. Join me to welcome Ahmed Mahmoudou. Ahmed, welcome to TMI Sunday's edition.
Thank you. Good morning, viewers.
All right, here we are. It's like the cards are off the table. Everyone is doing everything possible to make sure they garner support through sympathy, through what you've seen, through what you're about to see. And here, names are coming into Edo State to make sure that they win the day. Now, let me start off from you, Ahmed. You get to see the committees set up by APC and, of course, PDP to come down to Edo State. What does this really signal for Edo citizens?
What it signals is that the parties are taking the mandate that is given by the citizens as seriously as they should. So what you are seeing is the representation of the interests of the parties in all of these elections. Nobody is taking anything for granted anymore. Gradually, the Nigerian electorate is becoming more and more enlightened on the issues, and they want to see these issues addressed in a proper way. Now, another reason why you see the concentration in Edo State is because Edo State election is off-season. The other elections have taken place and gone past. But Edo State and Ondo State, as a result of how they came, they are totally off-season. So everybody has time to focus, and they want to focus and make sure that things are done right. So I think the more involvement, the more publicity it is given, the less likely it is to descend into chaos or anarchy or cheating or malfeasance. So I think it's a good development. I think the people of Edo should be happy to host as many people that are interested in our progressive politics as possible. This is a good development in my own opinion.
And for what he said, it's a good development in his own opinion. But what are your views on this? Should Edo citizens be afraid of what is about to happen come September? Because these names, they are no mean figures. They are huge when you take a look at the political scene from both parties.
You see, my position has always been simple, straightforward. When people come to rule a state, it's not because they are the best. It's simply because the people want them to be there. The people, in quote, want them to be there because everybody cannot be there. So normally it should not be seen as a thing that is, or a thing that looks like something do or die. It is not wrong for names to come, you know, for the state, but what I look at times is the kind of names. I smile at times when people take politics as something like do or die. Why? The scenario in Edo State is just there for everybody to see. Today this one is here, tomorrow is there, the other one is here, you know, that's God for you. My position is, people coming is not the problem, but who are the people coming? What is their intent? Because in love, say for an offense to have taken place, the act will be there, the intent will be there. What is the intent? And what's the criteria of these people? Somebody the other time was caught on camera and all that for malpractice, cheating, went to court and all that, and then it's good enough to come. You understand what I'm saying? Just like that. So what is the criteria of these people coming? Why are they being selected to come? Why must it be these particular people? Or is it somebody who comes to tell you that I swear to God, what I'm saying is truth? I also remove my immunity as a governor, and I also stand responsible for what I'm saying. And then you voice out certain things about somebody. Now you are still coming. So you see, this whole thing is a little conceptually fuzzy to me. People coming is not the issue. What actually makes the caliber? It is not because you are a governor, you are a governor. What actually makes your caliber? What are you branded for? These are the things we look at. But all the same, people coming is not bad. Nigeria, just the election is an isolated election. So normally there's this, but at the end of the day, what we should look at is it for people to come or for the people to choose who they want?
Is it for people to come or for people to choose who they want? Now, on the pages of the newspaper last week, there was this cry by PDP alleging that these men in the committee of the APC, that they are coming to rig the election in Edo State. Now, that was on the pages of one of our newspapers. Now, what do you feel about that allegation? It's an allegation leveled against the APC.
Well, PDP has always been known to cry wolf where there is no wolf, and they are setting the stage for a loss. PDP is aware that Governor Obaseki stole the mandate of the Edo people and took it from APC to PDP.
But you don't have proof of that?
What do you mean there's no proof? He was in APC and he was given a mandate. He took the mandate and went to PDP. That's stealing.
Your own definition of stealing? Okay, continue. Go
That's
ahead.
my own definition of stealing.
All right.
And it's very clear. He was given a mandate in 2016 by the people who voted for him on the platform of APC. He stole that mandate and took it to PDP. That's where we are now. So PDP is setting the stage for the difficulty that they are going to experience selling an unsellable candidate like Godwin Obaseki.
You can't say he's unsellable because people love him.
Are you asking for my own opinion?
Yes,
of
course. No.
Okay, so then you let me.
If you say that,
If you ask me a question,
yes,
allow me to answer the question.
Of course, you will answer.
So that is my opinion. Godwin Obaseki is an unsellable candidate.
Ahmed, calm down.
I'm calm.
We have rules and regulations governing the airwaves. Okay, we're not here to how will I put it now, campaign or make someone less popular. Just focus on the issue. Leave the candidate, so to
do you
speak.
want to, okay, the issue.
So go ahead.
The issue.
Yes, go ahead.
The issue is that we are talking about an issue-based campaign.
Yes, of course.
You were talking about the people that APC chose. If you are talking about the people APC chose, I have to reply with the people that we are talking about. Okay. So let's not muddle issues up. Let's be clear. Now, if APC chose whoever it is on their campaign to come and head the campaign, that's not what Edo people should be worried about. Edo people should be worried about the issues. They should be worried about governance. They should be worried about asking the government to give it a scorecard. These are the things that you campaigned on. Where are we? Where are we going from here? Those are the issues that should bother people. We shouldn't be crying wolf. If PDP feels that they are going to lose the election, then that is their own problem. But for now, what APC is interested in is how do we govern properly for the Edo people? What are the promises that have been made? How many of them have been fulfilled? Where do we go from here? These are the issues that we should be contending with. When you are talking about who is coming to campaign, the person that is coming to campaign is not on the ballot. Why is that an issue? Let Godwin Obaseki come out and tell the Edo people, This is what I promised you 4 years ago. This is where I am, and this is where we are going. Whether it's Ganduje, it's Wike, all those are irrelevant and inconsequential. They don't feed the people. They don't come to vote. The people that are voting are here. Let us know where we are. That's what we are talking about.
All right, all right. Now, you've heard Ahmed, he talked about people that are here. The big question now is PDP scared? Because they raised the alarm that seeing this name in this committee, they're coming to maybe rig the election. That is the allegation. Do you sense fear?
You see, when you say PDP scared, that's a statement that's, for me, does not even exist at all. When you sense something, it is left for you to say, I have seen it. When Ushumele was a governor, he even led people, with due respect, I don't want to use the word talks, to INEC office and said they wanted to rig, and they were shaking the gates there. Then it was not an issue of fear. You see, like I always tell you, when I...
So now he has mentioned the Shomoni.
Hold on. Now he has mentioned the Shomoni. No, you did not caution him. Hold on.
You are not the moderator,
Ahmed, calm down.
Okay.
Calm down.
No, he's mentioning the Shomoni.
Calm down, okay?
All right.
Now, from what he said he doesn't want to use the word thug. I would have cautioned him there. He said he led people. Go ahead.
So, he led people there, and they shook, the gates on the allegation that they were planning to rig. And then when some people say mandate is being stolen, it makes me laugh. The essence of governance or democracy in itself is when people come to choose the person they want to represent them. The issue here is not, the issue is the state, the people. You understand? Good governance. That's the issue we are talking about here right now. 2015 or thereabouts, over 5 governors left PDP and went to APC. I'm sure some people will say it was good. There was nothing being stolen there. Now, because one has left, it is stealing. You see, I am not really surprised, because in English, that's what you call bandwagon effect. When somebody leaves, others follow, and then they told the same line. You understand what I'm saying? When it's also happened in the State House of Assembly. When some people left a party, APC to PDP, it was celebrated. But when the other ones left, it was do or die. Everybody must die. The roof of a State Assembly was removed and all that. You see, this should not be what politics is all about. I always say, if God loves any state, it's Edo State. Because God is proving his word in Edo. That's why I discovered that Edo politics is not issue of party. It's issue of individuals. For me, I contested that 2016 election with Obaseki. And because we contested, we were opposition. Excuse me. Later on, I even tilted to the side of my very good friend, who was the candidate of PDP, which you all know. Later on, after he was sworn in, he made a statement that he was not ready to work with the opposition. I still wasn't happy. But my brother, as I speak here, I am not PDP. So I just stand in a better position to talk. But when I started seeing things done as against the usual status quo of thuggery and every other thing, interest started coming, started building. And perhaps that's why you see I maintain the position I am maintaining. I cannot be enumerated because William Shakespeare said, a sharp pen needs no polish. When things are there, so clear for the blind to see, so audible for the deaf to hear, and then some people are saying he has done nothing. If he had told their part, they would have done so well. If he would have chosen to stay in his comfort zone, do what they want, and they will be given the second tenure.
All right.
But this man has chosen to follow the rule, the way of the people, and then he's an enemy. I don't know him. I'm not like somebody who has been appointed, like my brother here, by government. Hold on.
He didn't say he was appointed by anybody.
No, I said I am. I know him very well now. It's my friend.
Right. The fact that yes, ask your question.
Okay, now, for what he said that is what he has seen. After all, he was among the candidates that considered with the governor. He said from what he has seen that he is in tune with what this person, Governor Obaseki, is doing. But anyway, we're not here to campaign. Please watch that, okay? Now, let me come to you, Ahmed. These names are there. He's talking about them focus into strategies. Now, do you think that this is part of the strategy of your party right now to make sure that the Ghana votes from those citizens. We talk about strategy. Is it to sell the person of your candidate, or will this, in other turn, boomerang?
Okay, first of all, let me clear something. I'm not appointed by anybody.
Yeah, I've said that already. Yeah.
As a private citizen. And the fact that my colleague can cast aspersions on me, I find it very disappointing. I'm a proud APC member. I will say that anyway. Yeah. He is not proud of PDP, so he's hiding his true colors. That's what you are seeing. And everybody that is associated with PDP, they do that. They hide. They come and say, I'm a public affairs analyst. No, you are with PDP. Now,
you don't know me more than I know myself.
No, hold on now. Later you because that's direct to you.
I'm just trying to be, I'm trying to respond to you as decently as I can because we're on air. Now, as to the matter of your question is this. Is this a tactic of the party to garner votes? Yes, we are in electoral contestation. Let us be clear on what we are talking about. Politics is war without warfare. It is through dialogue, it is through campaigns. And now let us understand something. Because of the pandemic, we are restricted by the way we can reach out to the public. So how do we campaign? Government has made it very clear that because of social distancing, you cannot go out and campaign traditionally. So we are left with very few other means. One of them is electronic means, print and traditional, conventional, and social media. Another one is by increasing the interest of the populace on the activities surrounding these elections. So these are the constraints that COVID-19 has placed on us. Now, if you want to create awareness, you have to bring people that create that kind of awareness. You want people to be able to associate with, say, okay, APC is doing X, Y, Z. And that's what we are doing. So the main emphasis is because of the constraint of COVID-19 and social distancing, we cannot campaign how we normally campaign. So we have to find alternative means. And this is what you are seeing.
All right. Now, seeing these two great bodies bringing in some personalities, great personalities into Edo State, do you think that money will be another tactic used by political parties in the forthcoming election?
Well, you know, like they say as wet as water, as dry as dust, as expensive as politics. Politics has always been an expensive venture. So money will come into play. But what I do not know is how possible it will be for people not to start giving money or buy votes on that particular day. Because it's something that has not been entrenched into politics by the party in power. That we have the votes, we have the money, and they will buy votes from you. So somebody who has no resources to do that cannot do that. It's the person who has the resources to buy something that can buy something. That's why you say we make demand. When demand becomes effective, is when it's backed up with capital. So, be that as may, most likely it will come to play because people are already keeping their votes ready to sell. But it depends on media like you to be able to let the people know that no, from what is going on in Edo State, it is not party. Vote for an individual that will rescue the state. Not people who will see the state as a personal property. People will see the state as issue that is something that is conquered. You understand? No people will see the state as it is, I am the God of the state, whatever I say stands. If you don't dance to my tune, I kick you out, you know? Let the power belong to the people and not belong to who can buy it. So I see money play a role, but it still depends on how you people are able to do what you are doing. So they know that it's not an issue of money.
All right. Now, some of the opinion that is a case of federal money versus state money. What are your views on this?
I don't know where federal money is coming from, but we have seen what state money can do. Allegedly, somebody, Godwin Obaseki, not somebody, it's in all the media. Allegedly, he paid to move to PDP. He paid a large sum of money. So when people come out, you see there's a lot of hypocrisy in politics. But I'm of the younger generation of politicians that believe that we should always stand by the truth. Because it's only the truth that you can say in the morning and say at night. If you can pay 8 billion to acquire a ticket.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I said allegedly already.
All right.
If you can pay 8 billion to acquire a ticket, and you are talking about godfatherism, you are talking about money in politics, then you are being a hypocrite. How do you pay 8 billion for a ticket, allegedly, and you are talking, you are saying you don't want money in politics? How do you figure the two? Now, if you want to remove money from politics, then you are in the wrong business. Because to send out your message, to send out your voice, to campaign, your logistics, they cost. But when it's an inordinate ambition, we're talking about somebody trying to instill your will on the people of Edo. In 2016, the people of Edo massively came out and said, we want APC to govern us. You took that ticket from APC and took it to PDP. And then you are talking about the will of the people. How do you want? You have already subsumed the will of the people. You've stolen the will of the people and taken it to a place that they rejected. And you are telling them now that they should keep quiet and what you know. This election, the Edo people are going to tell them again that we don't want PDP, we want APC. It doesn't matter the kind of chicanery or malfeasance you used to go. This game, there's 90 seconds. And that 90 seconds, you must play according to the rule. Now, halfway to the end of 90 seconds, you have taken the jersey off, won another jersey, and crossed to the other team. We will not accept it. So let us be clear on what the issues are. Let us stop lying to ourselves and lying to the people of Edo. In September, they will come out and say, we want either APC or PDP, right, and they will do it clearly.
All right.
It's a very simple matter.
All right. But now he raised 2 points that you just can't divorce money from politics. Well, he didn't kowtow to the idea that federal money will come, but he alleged that state money, and of course the allegation also talked about 8 billion. And he talked about giving the mandate to another party, which Edo citizens they rejected. I mean, take it up from that angle.
You see, I often laugh when statements are made which have no bearings, with due respect, the constitution of the country. Now, is it against the constitution for a sitting governor to move to another party? You see, when we do things, the law says he who goes to equity must go to equity with clean hands. Your same party accepted 5 people, 5 governors. It is not being stolen. And now we are saying somebody left one to another is stealing. We are talking of 1 to 5. We didn't consider this as anything. I mean, let's be factual. Let's be factual here. The same person you said was everything. It's still the same person that people are now saying, we have seen what he's doing. We want him. Now, because is it party? That's what I keep saying. Is it party? The 2 parties, what's the difference in the manifesto? If we're here, we should tell the people the truth now. What's the difference in the manifesto? Abroad, if you see a child growing up for his behavior, they'll tell you the party you belong to. Yeah, it's all the same thing.
So therefore what you're saying is not a kind of a robbery for a governor to, like, take the money to a party to another party.
It is not.
Because if it is not for party, said it's a daylight robbery. I want to rephrase the word.
Listen, you say, I said who goes to equity must go to equity with clean hands. I expected him to say, when 5 governors left PDP and went to APC, that was robbery.
Can I respond?
Of course,
but
at
that point, it was not robbery. It was good. When members of House of Assembly left APC, they left PDP to APC, it was good. They rejoiced. They took over the House of Assembly, leadership and everything. It was not robbery. But why do people cry foul? Now, the moment this was put to them, hey, it's robbery and all that. What kind of system are we talking about? What are we doing? Of course, I'm not surprised that I use the word bandwagon effect. When it's there, it leads to the bottom of it. The people, September, the people will say who they want. It is simple. I'm here on my own, but I will say it the way I see it. Let the people decide. You are talking, somebody is talking about 8 billion. When we are here, we should, with due respect, say things.
Use the word allegation.
Yes, even if we are going to use the word allegation, we should mind the kind of figures we say. I know that every party wants a sellable candidate. If you had a candidate, you know that this candidate is sellable. You go and bring him to help you win your election.
All right.
When Adams Oshomole was in Labour and he wanted to come into AC, later became ACN, I know what happened. They went to him, they told him then, that they really didn't know him, that you have the name, we have the money. He didn't have the money to pay for it. He didn't buy it, as much as I knew by then. So any party that wants to win the election looks for a sellable. And moreover, which party will not look for a sitting governor? It is common sense, quite dry for someone to say because a sitting governor came into this party,
all right,
he bought it. Okay. One who cannot even substantiate it with any alter of facts.
Okay. Now, for what you said you cannot substantiate it, even if you use the word
alleged. It shouldn't even come up at all.
Go ahead. Now, you want to react to what he just said. He said you need to react to some of his points.
Yes. Let me clarify something. You see, deceit is difficult to maintain. Edo State is not other states. We are not interested in what happened in other states.
Don't forget about the 5 states we talked about.
Yes, that's what I'm addressing. We are talking about local politics. Okay. I am interested in the man that is representing me in my ward, in my unit, in my local government, in my state house of assembly, and my governor. He may be interested in Borno, Kaduna, or Kwara. That's his own business. I'm interested in Edo. As far as I am concerned in Edo, when I went and voted, I voted for APC. The governor stole my mandate and took it to PDP. How you choose to interpret that one is up to you. Now, the teeming citizens of Edo that did the same thing, they are feeling the same way that I'm feeling. If you cannot relate to it, don't come and deceive people. Now, if you say you are here on your own, it's not true. You are here to represent the governor and PDP. Stop deceiving people. Come out and own yourself. I am APC, I'm proud. Own your PDP. And if you refer to me again in that manner, I will make it even more clear to you that number one, if you want a sellable candidate, it is not Godwin Obaseki. We are looking for 200,000 jobs. We are looking for Gelegele seaports. We are looking for roads that are not flooding anymore. We are now talking about stormwater project. Let small rain fall. You see, we are even happy that Godwin Obaseki left APC. Let me tell you the truth. We are excited because we would have had a difficult job convincing Edo people that this man has done anything.
You said you were excited about all the time. You said this is silly that you were paid by that.
No. Don't miss.
So how can you contradict yourself?
No, I'm not contradicting myself.
Okay.
My mandate is different from the actions of the governor. They are two different things. Don't let's mix things up. When I voted for APC, and he was the APC candidate. Now, his action as the governor, 200,000 jobs. None. Everything we see is MOU. Gelegele seaports. Go there now. All the schools are closed in Edo South. If rain small, just a little bit of rain, a teacup of rain will fall, the whole of Benin is flooded. If I'm lying, go out and ask people. So look, when we are talking about a sellable candidate, it's not Godwin Obaseki. We are very happy that he has even left APC. Anywhere Godwin goes, there must be chaos and drama. That's what you are going to say.
Now you have to react to that. He said it's not sellable, and anywhere it goes, there was a chaos and drama. Since you are here, go ahead.
First of all, like I said before, I said William Shakespeare said a sharp spade needs no polish. When an issue becomes an issue of prima facie, it's an issue for everybody to see. If the man said, I will provide, he said, I will create, that's the word he used. I will create 2,000 jobs. It's English.
200,000.
200,000 jobs. It's English. Creating does not mean employing. You see, that's why people get it wrong. Creating does not mean employing. The essence of governance is to create an enabling environment for the private sector to thrive. And when the private sector employs, by extension, the government has employed. That is simple.
So what about the aspect talked about sellable?
You see, when you talk of celibate, that's why I said it is so glaring. I can understand what he's saying from his position. You know, from the bandwagon effects. Is the same person, somebody will come out and say, this person is a rogue, he's a thief, is this. I swear to God, I do that, I know that. I still wonder what this person is going to say. So it's the same track. So the same man that said A, can as well say B.
All right.
The same person you said was responsible for all the successes of Oshomole for 8 years. If 8 years you did not know him, it is just how many period that you are going to know him? 3 years plus. Okay. You see, the issue is clear. All right. We are talking politics here. In the way that we are talking politics, let us say what we want to say.
Thank you.
The people know what they want.
Thank you.
And that they will prove it to the ballot.
Thank you so much. Well, for almost 30 minutes now, we're talking about this issue. We have another guest standing by in the studio, the person of Honorable Larry Ogeva. He will come join us here to share some opinions and, of course, views and thoughts on what is really happening. Talking about Build Up to EDO 2020, tactics and strategies of political parties. We'll go on a break. We'll be right back.
TMI, every opinion counts.
Thank you so much for staying tuned. It's still all about Build Up to EDO 2020 strategies and, of course, tactics of political parties. That is what we're taking a look at. In the first discussion segment, we took a look, begging your pardon, of the members of the committee that were, given the mandate to come to Edo State to deliver, both for the APC and, of course, for the PDP. These are, in law, you call them barracudas, as in strong men, serious men from both ends. And Edo citizens are wondering what in the world is happening. I've already introduced him. He is a member of the PDP. Yes, he's a political analyst, a politician, and entrepreneur. Join me to welcome Honorable Larry Ogeva. Welcome to TMI.
Good morning, Wilson. Thank you for having me here.
Appreciate your coming. And of course, we still have this vibrant young man, a youth of the APC, Honorable Ahmed Mahmoudou. Welcome to the second missionary journey, so to speak.
Thank you. A very proud member of the APC. A proud member of
the
APC. Yes.
I like that about you, a proud member of the APC. He's also a proud member of the PDP. That they're all proud members of parties.
You have to ask him. Although he's my leader, but you ask him.
All right. Now, let's take a look at another tactics. From the brief we are getting, if it's anything to go by, we get to see the running mates of candidates for the APC. We have the Deputy Governor, Honorable Philip Shaibu. Yeah, Comrade Philip Shaibu talking about the
that's
running mate. That's the PDP, begging your pardon. Why for the APC? We have Malam. Yeah, Gali Audu, Malam Gali Audu from the Islamic background, and of course a pastor also leading the pack of the APC. Do you think this will make any difference if Edolites wants to come out in mass to vote? Let me start off with you, Honorable Larry Ogeva, taking a look at the running mate aspect of it.
Well, thank you for that question.
Yeah.
You see, we are in a country whereby when we are losing an election or want to go into election, we start playing politics of ethnicity and politics of religion. And looking at Edo State is a very cosmopolitan state. More so, we don't take religion. A Muslim and a Christian can live together in Edo peacefully and happily. In Edo, we cross-marry. A Muslim marries a Christian marries a Muslim, vice versa. So it is, I don't see the APC gubernatorial candidate picking a Muslim as an issue in this election. I know the APC gubernatorial candidate very well. He's a friend. And we've been together for a very long time. Now he has moved to APC. So I know he's thinking he's a pastor. And the issue of picking Gani as his running mate is being a Muslim is not an issue at all. The fact is, APC in this election, I heard Ahmed talking about the governor giving PDP 8 billion. I have been in PDP for...
He used the word allegation.
Yes, excuse me.
Good, please.
That word is very, 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 very annoying. The fact is this. The governor left, when the governor was in APC, why did the governor leave APC? Why? The question is, all the people should be asking APC today, why did the governor leave? If the governor can give a PDP 8 billion just to decamp from PDP, APC to PDP, that same money, why did he give it to you people in APC to share? If he can give within a week 8 billion to PDP to share, and in the past 4 years, or almost 4 years, he refused to give APC 8 billion. Now, the fact is this. The reason why we in PDP, I can boastfully say I'm a leader in PDP in the state. I'm a member of the PDP NEC. So the reason why PDP gave Obaseki that ticket is, one, it is what we saw that was going on in APC. The man refused to share money. He refused to share the state commonwealth. And when the man requested to join us as a party member and as our gubernatorial candidate, yes, there were issues raised, questions were raised as to the time space. But we not discover that this man is a man that has performed. He's a man that has managed the commonwealth of the state very well. He's a man who now realize that a particular person sitting in his parlor is deciding the fate of Edo people, saying, because you are not sharing, we are not giving you this. Because you are not subservient. You see, a man should be proud of who he is. If you are doing well and you know you are doing well. The late Bishop Idahosa once said, I listened to one of his preachings some time ago. He said, when everybody is facing one direction and you are facing another direction and you are sure of what you are doing and you know what you are doing, continue where you are going. What I'm trying to say is that the governor, Godwin Obaseki, we know in PDP that this man has refused to share money, has refused to share the state commonwealth, and he wants to join us. PDP is a rebellious party. PDP is a party.
Are you not saying that no money was given, no money was shared?
I said I'm a member of the PDP NEC.
So not even a kobo was given.
I'm a member of the PDP National Executive Committee.
All right.
And if, as of today, you know me very well, Wilson,
yeah. If
somebody gives me even 100 or 200 million naira now as I'm sitting, you think I will come to this studio and will not share with you? The point is this. To make allegations, you know, to give a dog a bone to kill it is very wrong. You see, when the man was in APC, APC fought him, the leadership of APC, it's not even the followership of APC that fought him. It is the leadership of APC that fought Godwin Obaseki. The leadership. Now, if you watch what is going on in the society, in Edo State as of today, it is only the leaders in APC that have refused to move with Obaseki to PDP. But the people, the commoners, the followers, the real voters in the society, in the state, all moved en masse to PDP. You could see that when Obaseki came to PDP, the city jubilated. Everybody was celebrating and jubilating. Did Obaseki give those people 8 billion to celebrate or to share? The truth of the matter, we must face facts and face realities in this country. All right. We must be, as a matter of fact, when something is wrong, we all say it is wrong. I mean, he's a very young man, and I like him so much because he's very vibrant. But I was once your age. I was once so as vibrant and radical as you are. But when we are saying the truth, we should stand by the truth. Right. If somebody does something wrong, you see, we can never build this country the way we are going. I am not a clap-happy person. You all know me very well. But I supported Obaseki to leave APC because we cannot share the commonwealth of the people for a particular class of people. And when the man says, I cannot do this, I want to develop this state, I want to put this state on a proper pedestal of development, and that we in PDP saw that this man is ready to work and give the people what they truly desires or deserves. Then we said, okay, you see, in Benin language, we say, also dane, that is, Benin call it opportunity cost. In English, it's opportunity cost. The PDP decided that no matter what the situation is, first, this man is a performer. Two, he is a man that has decided I want to take Edo State to the next level. And we said, okay, we are a independent party, we are repositioning ourselves, we are not the darling of the state, so you can come and join us and develop the state.
All right. I will come back to, because I allowed you to talk to an extent because you just came in, he's been here to balance up the time lapse.
And he's my leader also. So he has to.
Okay, now talking about tactics, the running mate, is it going to make any difference? Christian, Muslim, Christian, how do you view this? Talking about strategies.
Let me first agree with my leader that Edo is a cosmopolitan state.
Yes.
And to that extent, the religion of the running mates and the candidates is not really an issue. What we are after is the performance. In the person of Pastor Osage Izeyamu, he's a grassroots politician who has built his brand over the years. The people all over Edo know him, in and outside Edo. In the person of Honorable Gani Audu, he's a 3-time local government chairman, 2-time member of Edo State House of Assembly.
Never chop rich.
So,
Honorable Lau, please,
if he says that, please, bring out his own money.
He has the floor, and he wouldn't really take light to that statement.
Please, I don't mind.
We don't have to on anyone.
So, and he's a 2-time member of Edo State House of Assembly. Yeah. So he's grounded in local politics and in governance. These are the issues. We are presenting candidates that we know the Edo people will recognize with and understand not just their ethics, their background, and they can relate to them on a personal level. Having said that, let me address some of the things that my leader said. Right. You see, several times Godwin Obaseki has been asked, tell us the people that have asked you to share this money. He has never told anybody. He left APC in the dying minute of the 90 minutes game. I think he left maybe 75 minutes and ran to the other side. He took off our jersey and quickly wore their jersey. Now, he put aside, there were even substitute players, Riceman and others. He put all of them aside. He did not even buy a ticket.
Sorry to interject, but for what was said, he said he was chased out of the party. He wasn't given.
He chased him out.
He wasn't given the opportunity to come back to contest.
No, he chased himself out. APC had lost Bayelsa election as a result of contradictory statements in the candidates' documents. Will he not be a foolish person that will come back and bring a candidate that, mind you, PDP has been chasing for the past 4 years, that he doesn't have the right certificates? PDP has been chasing him, telling them that he's not working. All of a sudden, he's the best candidate and PDP have him. We are even happy. It's good that Godwin Obaseki is in PDP. In my own place, that means let our temperature come down. They will now see what we have been suffering for the past 4 years. MOU governance, Gelegele Seaport, I mentioned it before. Gelegele Seaport is still there. Even local boats cannot dock there, much less international vessel. They have not dredged it. 200,000 jobs. The other man said, I will create the opportunity. When God was creating man, did he breathe the life and let Holy Spirit come and make him? No, he finished the creation. Let us address the issues. Moving forward, I only wanted to address my leader. But having said that, going forward, forget Godfather. Oshomole is not on the ballot. The 2 people on the ballot, the main parties are Pastor Osage Izeyamu and Godwin Obaseki. Let Godwin Obaseki come and tell the Edo people what he has been doing for 4 years. He cannot come and be talking about Godfather now. The next 4 years, we will not be talking about Godfather. Oshomole, I think he has retired Oshomole. Let us leave Godfather. 4 years, what have you done? The street lights that he inherited, all are dead. Godwin Obaseki has not made a road similar to Airport Road in the whole of Edo State. Point it out.
Okay.
All he does is resurfacing.
Okay.
Now, 4 years, we are only interested in the issues. Tell my leader, he should go and tell Obaseki. Let him come and give his scorecard. What have you done in the last 4 years?
Okay, thank you. Honorable Larry, you heard him. He has spoken at length, talked about the 200,000 jobs, talked about Gelegele, talked about resurfacing of roads. Take it out from that angle. scorecard?
First of all, I want to say thank you to our men for saying Obaseki has been able to retire Oshomole to his home in Iyamo, because that's a very good one. Secondly, the governor's scorecard. What do you, when you say scorecard? You see, a student is only brilliant when he's in a conducive, when he's performing or studying in a very conducive environment. In the past, Obaseki, when he came, I campaigned against him. I didn't vote for him. And when he came, we in PDP were studying and looking at what he's doing. He's talking about street lights. I at least expect somebody in the capacity of Ahmed's capacity to be talking of street lights. Do we need street lights in Edo? Is that our problem? Is that the problem of the common man? How many times does the common man go out on the street in the night and play? How many times does the common man go out on the street in the night to do his business? What we need in this state, first of all, we need industrialization. We need to put food on the table of our people. We need to make this state a safe state, security-wise. Oshomole ruled this state for 8 years, and when he was leaving, none of us there closed up after 8 o'clock in the evening. When Oshomole left, we didn't have electricity in Benin, but the governor has built a power station in Ologbo that is supplying to the city now.
But it's not supplying to the street lights.
Excuse me. What I'm saying is that the road was not built in one day. This man has brought electricity to Edo State. We are now getting, because in my area, normally we didn't have electricity. We haven't had electricity continuously for a day, but today, at least we have enough to keep us going. So what I'm going to say in essence is this. When you are saying the man has not performed, in 4 years, the man has been able to build an electricity station that will supply electricity to all industries and factories in Edo. We are not saying that the governor, just you said the governor of MOU, you think Rome was built in one day? If I have a contract with you to construct roads or build schools, will that school be completed within 4 years? If usually when you are building schools like Oshomole built in Edo, that schools that Red Roof Revolution, what they call it, Red Roof Revolution that does not have chairs inside, that the teachers are, that the students, when it rains, the students are sitting on the mud, and that's what you call achievements. The water storm project we are talking about that Obaseki has not been able to do, was Obaseki the person that started it? The man is trying to manage the situation while he found it. The man is doing his best as much as he can. The income of the state within the 8 years of Oshomole's government, I don't have the figures. I would have really loved to present. I didn't know that this issue will come up. I would have brought it here. Oshomole got more than what Obaseki is getting. Oshomole in his own words said Obaseki is the key to the success of his government. He was the chief economic advisor to Oshomole. And Oshomole in every forum said Obaseki is the key to his success as a governor. Now, the same man you said is the key to your success, the same man you said made you achieve all the lofty goals and ideas you achieved. You are the same time telling us now that the same man is not an achiever, he's not a performer. But when Oshomole was 8 years in office, the man is the brain behind the throne.
All right, Honorable Larry, sorry to cut in. Now, he raised the point. He talked about your party then, before the campaign of the governor to PDP,
yes,
were of the same opinion that this governor wasn't an achiever. Well, same opinion that this governor hasn't performed. Within this time lapse, what has changed? Hold on. What has changed?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
You see, when politics or democracy is about articulation of ideas and ideologies. Now, if I say, Wilson, you are a presenter in ITV, and I watch you on TV, and you are, inviting only APC to your programs. Of course, as a PDP man, I will tell you, you are not performing. I will tell you, you are not performing, because there should be a balance. As an opposition party then, PDP was an opposition party then. Of course, we have to criticize the government of the day.
That means you lied against the government of the day.
No, hold on. We have to critically and constructively, I will repeat, critically and constructively analyze the government of the day and criticize as at when due. We are not saying now that Obaseki is a PDP governor, that APC should not do same to him. But the question is that, if we in PDP criticized Obaseki constructively and, analytically, it doesn't mean that we are saying Obaseki is a bad governor.
Okay.
We were only saying that this is what we would have done better. Now that Obaseki is with us, now that Obaseki is a PDP governor, of course we are all going to sit around him, sit with him, and tell him, Your Excellency, these were areas we criticized, and these were areas where there were lapses.
Okay.
Now you have to do and perform better than
I'll come back to you. I'll
Yes,
come back
thank
to you. Now, before this decampment, Ahmed, when our governor came into the scene, because the governor of Edo State, undermining party affiliation, when our governor came into the scene, APC were cheering him on, attacking PDP that he is a performing governor. That is performing. That is performing. How come are you all saying that he hasn't done anything? Because at the beginning we were saying, yes, go on, GO, go on, GO. But when the trouble now came, we were like, he's no longer performing. What is going on? Because the same that is for PDP, I'm asking the same question. People are like, I don't know. I don't know, as I say that you guys are confusing Edo citizens. Because in the beginning of the governor's tenure of Edo State, all of APC, yes, wait and see governor, wait and see governor. And now you're reversing trend that he has done nothing. What has changed?
Yes. Nothing has changed. He was a failure then, he's a failure now. But wait.
But then you never said he was a failure.
You ask a question.
Yes, but you never said he was a failure. I'm trying to take you back in time.
We are giving a scorecard.
You never said he was a failure.
No, you can only give a scorecard in retrospect. You can't give a scorecard at the time it's happening. Let me admire my leader. You see, his job is very difficult, but he has managed to arrange himself. Do you see how he was standing and stuttering his way through? Look, the matter of fact is very simple. PDP was right. Obaseki is a failure.
Oh, hold on, but at the beginning of time, he wasn't a failure.
Okay. You let me finish.
All right.
They've been right all along. We are wrong. Do you understand? So now, in less than 4 years, it's only 1 month to the 4 years, they have suddenly decided that he's right. We agree.
No.
We agree.
We agree.
Let me talk now.
Hold on. You're true with your own time. Now it is your choice.
It's my turn.
But I don't think now you changing words and changing.
You let me explain myself.
Okay, go ahead, explain.
Good. They've been chasing him that he's a failure.
We didn't chase him.
Okay, you were criticizing him. Good. But in 1 month now that he has crossed over to PDP, he's suddenly the best thing to happen to Edo State.
No. I said a few minutes ago.
If I'm interrupting like this, you will not be happy. Please. Now, he brought up power plants. That is a private arrangement. It has nothing to do with Governor Obaseki. You see the deceit that we are talking about, Bini people call it, is it Obuyoyo? The more you look, the less you see. That's what we are dealing with. He only took out what I said about street lights, 200,000 jobs. Godwin Obaseki faced Edo people and said, I will create 200,000 jobs. Where are those jobs? Okay. He came out and said, I will develop Gelegele seaports. Let's not even take my own personal opinion. Let us use the facts on ground. Where is Gelegele seaports? He came out and said he will improve the roads. Name the road that is like airport road that Godwin Obaseki has made. Let me finish, Oga.
No, you react.
Now, we are talking about stormwater project. When Oshomole handed over to Obaseki, Benin was not flooding like this. You have the archives. Go and bring it out. If rain of teacup pour now, you cannot pass anywhere in Benin. That's government that is working. What of agro products? Godwin Obaseki stood and he promised agro products. Where is it? Even corn, ear of corn, we have not seen. You see, I'm very happy. We are happy. Let me say it again. The only thing we are unhappy about is that he stole our mandate from APC and took it to PDP. We are going to retrieve that mandate. Right. But in the meantime, let them contend with what we have had to suffer. He refused to swear in the House of Assembly members. You are talking about godfathers. If If at the last minute you are able to enter PDP after the sale of form has closed, after they've done their primaries and screening, you are telling me money did not exchange hands? We are not children in this game.
All right.
All these issues are all going to come out.
Okay. Point.
So these are the issues. Let us be honest with everyone.
Larry, I know you've been taking notes of all these points, because right now, Edo citizens, some of them, most of them are saying that the political parties, they are confusing us. Today, they are for A, tomorrow, they are for P. What in the world is going on? He raised many points. He raised so much points, and I know that in your heart you picked out some of those points. This is the time for you to react to those things that you wanted to react to.
Well, first of all, he said, let me start from the where he stopped, that PDP forms has closed, PDP has done their screening, PDP has done primaries. We haven't done primaries, and it is the decision to admit Obaseki to contest election in PDP. The INEC time frame was not closed. PDP had enough time to add more aspirants to contest election.
So they adjusted the dates to suit him now.
Yes, but it was within the INEC time.
But you know he came into my
yes,
I know he has the floor.
It was within the INEC time frame.
Yeah.
That is, the umpire says the match is going to play for 90 minutes. And then it looks at the time there were kind of a delay, and it add 3 minutes to it.
Because of Obaseki.
Excuse me.
Be clear.
No, in everything.
You have the law. Of course. That's my leader. I was cautioning my leader. I was cautioning him.
The same goes for you. He has the floor. Let him land. Go ahead.
My leader he should put it the right way.
Go ahead.
Now, in a football match,
yes,
it's 90 minutes.
Yeah.
And the referee says it's 90 minutes. But in the process of playing that match, there were kind of delays. The referee has the right to say, you add 5 minutes to the game, and in between that 5 minutes, a good coach, a good team, they look and say, we need a striker, we need a good midfielder that can pass the ball to the striker and let him strike. Now, PDP had the opportunity after 90 minutes.
All right.
To bring in a good striker. So if excuse me, if that striker scores a goal within that 5 minutes, are we going to say that striker was not supposed to play in that match?
Particularly if he's a wealthy striker.
This is what I'm saying. It doesn't matter. The issue is that we want to. PDP wants to win election. We want to be in government, and we had a good team. We had a good striker
at any cost.
We had a good striker.
Please.
And he came and scored. And you're talking about. I just debunked that idea.
Yeah.
Now you said they're talking about 200 jobs.
Yeah.
A few days ago,
200,000.
200,000. Excuse me.
Yes.
You see, like I said, the room was so busy one day. The man has just only had 110. Oshom only had 8 terms.
And how many? Excuse me. How many?
A few days ago, I was in the EDO Industrial Hub, along Sapele Road, in the former printing press, Edo State Printing Press complex. My brother, what I saw there, I was even shocked beyond comprehension, because if you go there, the governor, Obaseki, is encouraging locally, produced materials. Go there, you see different businesses. A lot of people are employed. There are young men and young women learning different jobs and different trades in that place. Yes, maybe the 200 jobs. I'm not
200,000.
Excuse me. The 200,000. Excuse me. I just told you now. It is a statement of fact. You can go to Sapele Road by the magistrate court, drive in, and you will see the Edo Industrial Hub there. And if it is a lie, tomorrow call Wilson and tell him I went there, I didn't see anything. I was there. I've seen it. The man promised 200,000 jobs. How many jobs did Buhari promise us? Did Buhari tell us his big change?
Buhari is not.
Excuse me. Did APC governor in Edo then Oshomole say he will provide good security?
How many jobs out of 200,000?
I just told you now. Go to Edo Industrial Hub.
Name them. You are in government. You should be able to name them. Please.
I just named one, and I'm going to the second one. You are trying to debunk the idea that what I said, that the governor has brought electricity station to Edo. Whether it is private or not, it was done in his own time. Oshomole was there for 8 years, mind you. The man had just spent 4 years. Within 4 years, he brought electricity. The crime rate in Edo as it is today, we know when Oshomole was governor. Please, we know how many people that were kidnapped on a daily basis in this city, in this state. How many people that were kidnapped? Not only, we know what the headsmen were doing to Benin, to people in Edo State. We're not just talking about employment, and you must provide a conducive enabling environment for people to excel and perform. The man has just 4 years. He has not spent his 8 years. Right. You are now telling us that he has not performed. Okay. Somebody that was there for 8 years, what did he perform in terms of security, in terms of industrialization, in terms of electricity, and so on and so forth?
Gentlemen, our time is up. I'm getting strong. Of course. If he says anything, our time is up. I'd like to tell our viewers out there that whatever you hear them say here is their opinion. It has nothing to do with ITV, but we'll do our best possible to make sure they follow the rules and regulations governing the airwaves. We do our best to make sure they don't cast aspersion on anyone. If there are allegations, we have both of them from different parties to balance up, to agree or to disagree. That is what we are here to do. It's all about build up to EDO 2020, tactics and strategies of political parties. Gentlemen, you have 1 minute each to summarize your point.
Let my leader start. No, you are my leader. You are my leader. You are my leader. 1 minute. We want to remind the Edo people that this election is about the facts on ground. We're not talking about godfatherism. Oshomole has done 8 years and he's gone. This election is about what Godwin Obaseki has done, and if he has kept the promises to Edo people. My leader talked about kidnapping. As we are talking, the Commissioner for Culture and Tourism has been missing for the past 9 months. Godwin Obaseki has not said anything about him. You are talking about kidnapping. You cannot even, I'm from Auchi. To go on that road, if I don't have 3 policemen, I will not try it. Let us know what the issues are. What are the issues? Godwin Obaseki has failed to deliver the promises that he made to the Edo people. Let him come back and bring out his scorecard and take them. It's not the one that you'll be saying there is a building on Sapele Road, there are 5 people there. No. All right. 200,000 jobs. How many jobs have you created? Thank you. Those are the issues going forward.
Thank you so much. Your 1 minute is up. I appreciate the wonderful analysis. Honorable, he said the governor has failed the people when we talk about promises made to Edo people. 1 minute to summarize.
I just want 1 word for a minute.
Yeah.
It's a when the righteous rule, the people rejoice. When Obaseki crossed to PDP, we saw on the streets of Benin, people going out, even as far as to his hometown in Auchi. People came out to celebrate and give glory to God. That finally, the Redeemer has come. Finally, PDP, the umbrella that can cover everybody, has accommodated His Excellency Godwin Obaseki. The umbrella has covered the rain that APC pushed our dear governor into. He has covered him from the sun that APC wanted to push him into. So PDP as a party, we all know it's a rebellious party. It's a party that has the interest of the people at heart. Like our slogan goes, PDP, we say power to the people. Thank you. Power has returned to the people. Thank you. And by God's grace, it will remain by the people. Your time is up. People as come September 19th. Thank you. And November 12th will be shown in again.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your wonderful analysis. Well, you've seen my analysts. Believe you me, they are friends, but they have different political ideology, different political strategy, tactics. They support different political parties, individuals, but deep down they are all friends. Okay? So you see them argue, you don't take it off the street and you say, we no go agree, we no go agree. Pick up bottle, pick up this. No, this is not the time to fight. Gentlemen, I appreciate your wonderful analysis. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you for having me.
EDO 2020 is around the corner. Let's just see what will happen. Who will be there at the Dennis Osadebe Avenue? Please don't fight for anyone. Don't sell your vote. Use your mind. Use your conscience. Go out there and vote for who you really want to vote for. It's all about you and I, all of us, the citizens of Edo State. Up next, proposed reopening of schools amidst COVID-19. At whose expense? Yeah, that's what we're taking a look at in the next discussion segment. Do stay tuned.